Hi, I'm Pat Fiume. I've been a realtor for over 30 years. I'm a host of the American Dream Show. Welcome to my show, Is This for Real Estate? Welcome back. I'm here with Jennifer Bailey from the Voorhees Animal Orphanage, one of our favorite guests. How are you doing?
Oh, we're good. Thanks for having us, Pat.
So we got another adorable pup here. His name is
Sky Bright. Sky Bright. He's about
cute.
3 months old. And he's a little pistol with the little puppy teeth. He's awesome. He's going to make a great family dog.
And he's a brindle, which is really
I
pretty.
love
You don't see too
a
many
brindle.
brindles.
Yeah. Zoom in on the cuteness.
So he's
right?
a new puppy up for adoption.
He is.
And if you're interested, let Voorhees Animal Orphanage know.
Absolutely. Just check out our website.
Which is
vaonj.org.
So we had you back on again today. We're thinking about some subjects because there's so much that people don't think about, or they do, and it's things that we've talked about leading up to this have really helped me even with my dog. And I'm thinking we're in warmer weather now. What are some tips you have for pet owners with the warmer weather that you can think about?
Well,
to
let's
discuss?
see. I mean, it's going to be nice out, so not only are you going to be walking your dog, you might be thinking about going to a dog park. So let's talk about dog parks.
Okay.
I am not a fan. I got to be honest, Pat.
Okay.
I know people are like, oh, we go, my dogs play. That's really great. Well, your dog might be great, but I'm going to bet that if it's a crowded Saturday at a dog park, there's somebody whose dog is not going to be so well behaved. That happens, and to me,
it happened to I know someone dog got attacked. Yeah.
That can be really scary.
Yeah.
But aside from that, let's talk about germs. I mean, let's to keeping it real, like feces is a way that a lot of stuff gets transmitted, and even if they pick
diseases
it up,
and stuff.
Right? I mean, stuff gets in the ground. Dogs are sniffing around,
even worms and stuff. I would think.
Oh yeah, parasites. 100%.
I would never think of that.
There are certain parasites. Not to talk poop, but there's a condition called Giardia, which is a parasite. When we get it, we have to bleach the yards, because it's that contagious.
Wow.
It's that contagious. So you need to be careful, and you don't know if these dogs at dog parks are all up to date on their shots and stuff like that.
That's true.
So
you don't think about that stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, Pat.
And you're seeing more and more dog parks. I know, almost every town has one now. And they try to separate the small and the larger dogs.
Which is great. That's a help.
I think is smart. But I never thought about disease. That you don't think about that with a dog. And then I guess the other thing would be, are they sharing toys? They start biting the toys and
or you're throwing a ball and which dog's bringing it back, and isn't that cute? Yeah, it's cute, but then it's all that slobbery germs. They're sharing those germs.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not a fan, but stick to your walk. Go for a walk.
Your routine.
But while you're walking, let me tell you something. Don't walk on a retractable leash. That's my other. My other pet peeve. I gotta admit.
Yeah, I have. We've had problems with that in the past.
Yeah. I mean, all right. If you have a little tiny fluffy, and you're just you're not going far, okay, fine. But you get people who have German shepherds.
I know.
On a retractable leash, they have no business doing that because. First of all, you hold the leash like this, right? And you don't have control. With a regular leash, it's around your wrist and you can grab it. All it takes is one little pull, you break your grip, you're gone, number one. Number two, if you're not quick to do the lock button, that dog, might see something take off. That dog might pull you into traffic, because it's locked, it's not locked. Or at Wolfstock, we always say no retractable leashes because, they're wandering everywhere.
Yeah.
You just don't have control of your animal.
I found that out the hard way. My husband and I walked the dog, and just a couple of years, maybe 4 years ago, and Cooper was new. He was a puppy, and we had a retractable leash, and that was the last time we walked him with a retractable leash because my husband, he loves my husband like that. He owns him, but when he's not home, he comes to me. But he went to go talk to somebody and left me at the corner. We used to see this neighbor's dog, so we always gave him a biscuit.
Mm-hmm. So he's looking for the treat, right?
So he went and he wasn't out. So my husband walked back to give this dog the biscuit. And I'm sitting there looking at my phone. I wound up on the ground. The dog ran and it knocked me on the ground. Thank God I hit the grass, not the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Because that retractable leash, it just yanked me so hard it pulled me right over.
And you'll see pictures.
That was scary.
Online. It is, and you'll see sometimes
scary.
People get almost burned, cuts on their hand.
I actually had a mark on my hand, and that's a bad wrist to begin with.
That's
and
scary.
And I went right down. I mean, I went down fast, which is not good at any age or my age. You break something. You know?
I hear that.
I was mad at Cooper for a while for that. I was more mad at my husband.
Right, for putting you in
leaving
that
me there.
situation. Absolutely.
For that, but it wasn't his fault. I wasn't paying attention. I was on the phone. I think if I hadn't been on the phone, I would have had the thing on that holds it in, and
Right.
never thinking he would just take off. You
Right.
know,
Yeah. No, just don't do it.
I just
don't
spun
use
around
it.
and went,
Don't use it.
Yeah.
They're not good.
So,
we
and
don't like them.
Yeah, and you hear these stories about people's dogs attacking other
You
people's
do.
dogs, and if you have a retractable leash, you don't have as much control to
don't.
get the dog off either.
It's
so.
true. I'm just reaching
So
in, stealing
thinking-
more treats. Sorry.
Yeah, and then I guess you brought up about the toys at the park. I guess what about your toys at home?
Well, you should
Especially
wash
if you have
them.
more than one pet. I never thought
Absolutely, you
about
should.
washing
You should.
them.
Well, you know what they say too, which I will admit that I don't do as much either. Like washing, because I only give my dogs kibble, like dry
Right.
food. I don't give them
Yeah.
wet food. And like I'm not a fanatic about washing them because Lord knows they lick them clean.
Right.
But you're supposed to like make sure you hello.
Down, boy.
I see somebody back there. Make sure you keep, especially your bowls. You're supposed to really make sure you
Yeah,
keep
we do
those
put
washed.
them. Yeah, we do wash them. I
But yeah,
never
you
thought
should be
about the
cleaning their
toys.
bedding.
Down, boy. Down. Heel, go. Wow.
There's another dog back there, so we're gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that. But back to like hot weather coming, right? So here's
Yes.
here's another, or you know what? Not even just in hot weather. You
Any
gotta
weather,
you gotta run
really.
to ShopRite, right? What are you gonna
Right.
do? Let's bring Starbright with us. Don't bring Starbright with you.
Unless there's somebody else in the car.
Right,
and can
you're
keep the
not
window
gonna
open.
just run
Yeah.
in and run out in 5 minutes. What if like you run into somebody while you're in
Which
there?
always happens. You run into somebody
even,
you know. Or,
even like a cracked window.
or a
It's
line
just-
at the register.
That's
and-
right.
and-
You don't know what's going to
You don't know.
happen. It's just, it's safer for them. You might feel better because, I didn't leave him home by himself, but ultimately it's safer for them, like leave them
To leave
home.
them home.
There's do not leave them in a car. Don't think, it's not that hot because like even 60, 70 degree weather, if the windows are closed, it's going to get really hot.
And I guess that would apply to winter too, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because there's no heat in that car. I mean, think people. Like, don't leave your dog at home.
Treat it like you would treat your child.
Right.
Would you leave your child alone in the car?
Exactly. That's exactly because this
Or-
is like a little
I
baby.
know, they are
right?
your fur babies. Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yeah. So those are my my hot weather tips.
Okay,
tips,
I think that's
tips
some
of the
good-
day.
good
It's
tips.
important. It's stuff
It
that you
is
should
important.
think about. It is.
Now, how about people take them like hiking and fishing and things like that? Like, I know the tick season is really bad this year. I think we talked about
We
this
did,
the other
yeah.
day.
Make
There's an article in
sure.
the Courier how bad the tips.
And there's
the
a
ticks
new
are
tick.
this
There's
week.
like the Lone Star tick.
Yes,
think
I was
it's
just going to
called.
say
I
there
just
was a
read
new
that too.
tick. It was called Lone Star or something. It was something
It's got like a white
cowboyish,
dot
yeah.
on it. And
Yeah.
if you get bit by that, like as a human, I think that it really messes you up. Like
Yeah.
even more so than Lyme.
So the ticks are even going to be worse this year because we had such a mild winter.
Exactly.
So please check your pets.
Right, and
for ticks.
and treat your yards. Tick prevent, like make sure you're giving them their monthly tick preventatives. There are oral. I give my dog an oral one. It's Simparica. Give a little plug there.
I think
it's
we have
Merck.
one where we put the
And then
thing on
they
the back
have the
between
front
shoulder
line and all that
blades.
you put on there. It's it might be expensive, but in the long run, like it's cheaper than treating
Oh,
for
yeah.
Lyme disease.
I think we had a puppy actually. We used to have a house in the Poconos and we had high grass there, and he got a tick on him. It was Pepper, and she got a heart condition after
sure.
the tick,
Yeah.
and she wound up dying when she went. The vet put her in for. So it can prevent save a life. 'cause back
Absolutely.
then-
Well, heartworm is deadly.
Yeah, yeah.
It is deadly left untreated, and there's all sorts of other like Rocky Mountain. I can't even say it.
Rocky Mountain spotted fever.
or something like that.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of stuff, but.
Okay.
Yes, treat your pets like you would treat your child. Make sure that they're up to date with all their shots, and be careful when you're going out. All that kind
Yeah.
of stuff. Because
It's-
again, there are babies.
I know, and he is so cute. Oh my God, I want to bring him home. I already sent a picture of my husband. Look at his.
Well, if you were to that point, if you're looking to bring an animal home, check out our website again. It's vaonj.org. And we've got not just cute little canines, but we've got lots of cats. Kitten season.
season.
It's going to be a doozy this year. So we've
'Cause
got
of the
lots.
warm
Same
winter?
thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. They got busy out there. Those feral cats got busy. So those babies you found under the shed, that they're hunkering down with us now, looking for their forever
Wow,
homes.
that's how we got our kittens. Like this was like 30 years ago. When my kids were little. The neighbor, one of my friends at work, she was like, I got 6 kittens in my garage, and I took
Right.
2 of them.
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
really,
it's
they were
time.
good cats.
Tis
so.
this season for sure.
Yeah.
But But you know, we are, again, we're the Voorhees Animal Orphanage. We are right next to the firehouse on Cooper Road, and we are a municipal animal shelter. That means we're like the old school dog pound. We serve 28 towns in southern New Jersey. Maybe one of them's yours, right? So
Yeah,
make sure you
yeah.
check us out online.
And any upcoming fundraisers or
Well,
events?
sure. So
I
in-
know we have Wolf Stock,
Yes, we
which
do.
is my favorite.
September
I love that name.
23rd.
I love
If you
that
go
name.
to our website, vaonj.org, there's a couple different places you can click to learn more about the opportunities. We're looking for vendors. We're looking for sponsors. It's a great day. Food trucks, beer garden, thanks to our friends at Tonewood Brewery in Barrington. They sponsor our beer garden. We'll have a string band. We have an alumni parade. It's great. Last year we had about 125 vendors.
Wow.
Come do some shopping. They're not all animal, related either. I mean,
Okay.
it's everything from
Little bit of
direct
everything.
sales type thing to arts and crafts and,
Okay.
you name it, it's there. It's a great day. And all we do is ask for a $2 donation at the gate. So that's
Okay.
a bargain. Bargain, bargain, bargain. And again, it's our biggest fundraiser, and it all goes to help us care for pups like Starbright.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being with us again today. Really appreciate all the good information for our pet owners about taking care of their pets with the summer months and the heat. There's a lot of good information we've gotten from you today, again, as always.
Well, thanks for having us. We love joining you.
Oh, well, thank you so much for coming in again today.
Starbright says thank you too.
I like him too. He's so cute.